Well, let's see what we got here. I see my big giant head, and LOTRO even loaded, so I feel pretty good about that. Hi everybody, it's Big Ed Mustafa. Welcome to Adventures After Dark. I'm your host. I'm excited to be here. I am probably running Zingerless again for the second horrible week in a row. Hopefully Zinger will get his computer situation resolved soon. If he shows up, that would be fantastic. If he doesn't, we will endeavor to persevere and hopefully have fun even without him. He's always welcome, never required. But that's like saying you don't need frosting on your cupcake. It's just the cupcake's way better with the frosting. That's all. Anyway, like I said, we will endeavor to persevere. And I am on Arkenstone tonight. I am playing Lenorian, my 105th level elf minstrel. And we are continuing our slow crawl towards Osgiliath. Actually, I've kind of snuck into Osgiliath last week a little bit, I think. So technically I've gotten to Osgiliath and to Minas Tirith, and as Zinger would tell you, my secret goal is to get out to North Ithilien and get picking flowers, because, you know, that's just what I'm all about. But I'm excited to be here, and we're going to have fun tonight, and we'll get started right now. Franco says hello, Ski checking in. Hello, Ski, and to Franco. Good to see you both. It's always a good time to play LOTRO. Our Evernight group, we all got up to level 75, and we went and ran the Forges of Isengard on Wednesday, and that went surprisingly well. We only had 4 of us. Cannablit, Gipio, Zinger were all unavailable. Nick didn't feel like playing SKDX Killer, so it was just me, Hard Hit, Freelancer, and Gwar, and the 4 of us, all of us exactly level 75, got through the Forges of Isengard, 2 people short at level. Of course, 2 of us were bears, which helps quite a bit. But yeah, it was a good time. We did something else 75-ish. I got kindred with Lothlorien, which was good, but that was sort of a personal thing. I think we might have talked about maybe running an epic battle, and maybe we just did Forges of Isengard. But in any event, we were quite happy to do that at only 4 out of our 6 fellowship slots full. And it was a good win for the team, so we were pretty excited. Last night I was actually on Lenorian here on Arkenstone, and we did a little bit of extra weaponsmith crafting. So I am trying to get ready to forge my level 100 first ager myself. If you have a weaponsmith who doesn't forge their own first age 100th level legendary, why be a weaponsmith? What's the point of that? I don't know. So that's a thing. Franco says, where did you say that fellowship was? What server? I have a group of friends I play with on Evernight on Wednesday evenings. We usually start about the same 10 o'clock Eastern that I'm starting here tonight. And we're always looking for folks to join us for raid content on Evernight. So if you've got any characters on Evernight and you're around 75th level and you're willing to slum around with our group, we'd love to have you. Just come by and let us know on a Wednesday night. That is on my personal channel, which hopefully none of you are following because it's just awful. But I will pop it up just in case. It will make us easier to find the fellowship. So, yeah, a little bit of self-promotion there. We'll get that out of the way early on. But yeah, come on by. Check out the Adventures on Evernight stream on Wednesdays. And yeah, for the love of Pete, somebody help us with some of that raid content. We tried to do the Vile Maw with 6 of us. Just kept getting our butts handed to us, even way over level. And there's a... I'll look it up so I don't get made too much fun of here. Everybody else just calls it DN, and I keep trying to badly pronounce the name of the instance. It is a... Lothlorien instance, the Lothlorien instance, Dar Narbagund, or excuse me, Dar Narbagud. There's no N towards the end. The Dar Narbogud raid is a 12-man, 58th level raid, and we got almost to the very end of it and weren't able to finish it. This was quite a few weeks ago, though. Gore thinks that we now have the firepower to go in and clean it out. Who knows? Maybe we'll try. Be fun to actually finish that. What's the other one that we've got on our radar? And I think I heard the Jalapeno's captain kinship on Gladden tried doing it a couple weeks ago. I think they just brought in some ringers to help them get through it. I'm going to say Osdunneth, and I might be correct. That's probably listed under Pelennor in their absence. Yeah, it's the end of the in their absence chain, Osdunneth. We did all of the rest of the in their absence stuff. We got to Osdunneth and we only had 6 people and decided that we would have to come back to that at some point. So that's a thing. Why is it saying 105th level for that? I have no idea. It's a mystery. But yeah, we've been doing a lot of the group content and digging through some of the stuff that we don't always get a chance to do if you're not playing with a group of friends, and it's been a hoot. So I've been enjoying that quite a bit. Oh, Franco says, I am not on that server, unfortunately, or I would. Well, that's the fun part. None of us were on that server either. We picked that server to start a group so that nobody would have a bunch of high-level characters to just feed them Smurf gear. So we had to level up together and craft for each other, and it's been a lot of fun. In fact, I spent a good deal of time after we got done Wednesday night forging a bunch of crafting ingots for our weaponsmith to get some weaponsmith crafting done. Just leveling up the guild rep, if nothing else. I'm going to crack a Coke Zero. Not just because it's crisp, delicious, and refreshing, but also because I'm quite thirsty at the moment, so. Delicious Coke Zero, not an official sponsor, but they ought to be sending me checks. Crisp for me for being too dumb to hold out for real money. I just like the product, what can I say? Yeah, so. Franco says, that sounds really cool. Would like to find a group to do that as well. Maybe just do the epic quests. Yeah, we focused mostly on group content, and as a result of that, I play a Runekeeper on that server. That's a class that I don't play that much when I'm playing alone. And we all kind of pick different character classes that aren't the ones we're most comfortable with, if that makes sense. Been having a lot of fun with it. You know, we've all been kind of learning together. So when you combine lack of familiarity with the class, combined with trying to learn the mechanics of a lot of the fellowship and raid content, it's always an adventure. Not always a successful adventure, but we have been having fun. And I was going somewhere with this, and I don't remember what the heck I was going to say. I had to go back and do a bunch of rep grinding I'm in Edenwaith since I finished up with Lothlorien. I'm level 75 and just finished my Lothlorien rep. So I got my Elf Ambassador's horse, I got the title, and now I'm working on the Eldgreg and the Grey Company so I can also earn World Renown, which also results in a title and a fancy mount. And we're past Enidwaith, we're past Dunland, we're past the Great River, and I've got to go back because one of the funny things that Gore remarked at a week or two ago was we all got kindred with the Limelight Gorge before we got kindred with Standguard, because we went out and knocked out the Limelight Gorge, and we did the Roots of Fangorn, and we did all the group quests in Limelight, and we did Titan Slayer and Titan Slayer Advanced, and just had fun going around and tearing that up together. And then it's like, oh yeah, and we should probably get Standguard too. And we kind of go back and clean up some of that on our own. If you can do it as a single player, we don't usually bog the group down with stuff like that too much. But we have gone out and done some landscape stuff together and just it makes quick work of it, and it's fun, and it's always more fun to play with friends than to play alone. But getting everybody's schedules matched up more than one night a week can be a challenge. So I did make the offer that if anybody from that group is on Hard Hit, Freelancer, Gwar, Cannibalic, Gipio, SKDX Killer, if they wanted to go run some 3-man Isengard stuff, we only did the 6-man because we had 4 of us and we were successful. So if 3 of us go do the 3-man content, I would suspect we would also be successful. But unless they pop in or I hear from them, I'm just going to do my thing here in Eastern Gondor and we'll have a good time. So that's okay too. Runes of Brangabel. Travel to someplace. Set traps. I'll go finish setting traps. It looks like I started that. And just need to set some more. Mary Rose says, when you get close to level cap on Evernight, I'll make sure I'm available to play. Been concentrating only on my main on Evernight. That would be awesome, Mary Rose. We always enjoy having you as part of the group. Although the last time she came with us, it was in the mirror hall. And Mary Rose has a difficult time navigating scaffolding. I'm just going to leave it at that. She's always fun to play with, though, and I always enjoy your company, Mary Rose. Never doubt it. Hobbits hate heights. Orgul Sentry. Oh, the funny part is I have been jealous of how much better Zinger is as far as being effective when he's on his war steed versus when I'm on my war steed. And I finally got my war steed on my Runekeeper on Evernight, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so much better. Being able to throw lightning bolts at enemies while you're riding around on horseback is kind of cool. I dig it. Whereas a minstrel on horseback is just sort of a waste of time. Case in point. Lord Smooches checking in. Big Ed, how are you this evening? I'm doing terrific, Lord Smooches. How the heck are you? Lord Smooches is a fellow LOTRO streamer. Be sure to check out his channel. If you're not already following Lord Smooches, shame on you. Show him some love. I am very big on supporting all of my fellow LOTRO streamers, and I think they're all terrific. And I appreciate every one of them for helping to keep awareness about Lord of the Rings Online out in front of Twitch viewers. We got to let the people know the game is around, it's alive, it's healthy. You can play it free to play if you'd like. You can subscribe if you prefer. And either way, you're going to have a lot of fun and a lot of incredible adventures. And for a game that's 14 years old, it looks fantastic. It still plays great, and we've still got a lot of great content to come. We've got a brawler class coming. There's talk of river hobbits. There's a Gundabad expansion that's been discussed, and I'm looking forward to all of it. Someday I might even go crazy and spring for War of the Three Peaks and dust off Galadriel, my level cap champion, and go wreck some fools out there too. But I like going back and revisiting other characters too, so. I'm occasionally pointed at as the poster child for free-to-play. In 14 years, I have never spent a nickel of my own money on Lord of the Rings Online, as far as I know. I don't think I've ever cracked open my wallet to play the game. And it would completely be worth it. It's a wonderful game. It would be money well spent to support it financially. And I am so guilt-ridden by my absolute cheapness that I have decided to devote time to the game and try to promote it here on Twitch. But I was an open beta player, and I liked the game. I did not think it was particularly exciting when it first launched. I thought it was really well polished. The music and the graphics were very good. But I was playing some other stuff at the time and decided not to subscribe. And then a few years later, when LOTRO went free to play, I came back to the game, in no small part because it was free to play. And I was like, how does that work? Turns out it works really well. Once I got my first character, Galadriel, out of Bree and started exploring the Lone Lands, and I started realizing how big the game world was and how different all of the different regions of the game were and how much there was to see and do, I really got excited about exploring Middle-earth. And I've been hooked ever since. I've played thousands of hours of LOTRO. And I have been given points. I've won raffles and other streamers' channels. I had a friend gift me some LOTRO points as a Christmas gift a few years ago. But I basically have the whole game unlocked. I've got a lot of very high-level characters, including one at level cap. I could put more at level cap, but just getting characters to level cap doesn't particularly interest me. Plus, I don't want to get to level cap and not have my virtues done and not have my legendary weapons maxed out. And there's no point in having a weak level capped character just so you can say, oh, I got characters at level cap. It's like, well, if they're soft and squishy, then you've done it wrong. But getting a character completed and all the way to level cap with max virtues and max imbued legendary weapon, it's a little bit of work. I'm not going to lie. You have to put in some time to do that. Lord Smoocha says, I'm still in Moria, looking forward to the rest of the game. Moria is amazing, though. Moria is enjoyable. It is fantastic content. Enjoy it. You don't have to be too anxious. But, man, there's so much good stuff. As great as Moria is, Lothlorien's beautiful. I don't think the questing's particularly good in Lothlorien, but, man, it's just a wonderful place to run around and explore. It's so beautifully depicted in the game. And then Mirkwood, right across the river, Southern Mirkwood has a lot of great content. It introduces, I think, skirmishes? No, that would be not right to say. What am I thinking? Well, there are a bunch of Mirkwood skirmishes that get introduced, and they're a lot of fun. Yeah, the Mirkwood content is really cool, and there's a lot to see and do in Southern Mirkwood, and that's a lot of fun to go through. And one of the things that's nice about that is you've got Lothlorien and Mirkwood, and then on the other side of Moria, you've got Enidwaith and Dunland. So you've got, no, not Enidwaith. Yeah, Enidwaith and Dunland. What did I say? Okay, let's back up. You've got Enidwaith and Enidwaith and Dunland versus Lothlorien, Mirkwood, and the Great River region. So depending on which side of the river you work, you've got two completely different paths you can take as far as quests and epic storyline and regions to explore. And both sides of the river are terrific. I mean, there's just great content on both. And the tough challenge is deciding whether you're going to do it all or what you're going to do and what you're not going to do. Because it's like, I don't know how you'd make that choice. I usually end up doing it all. Which is why I'm going back and doing grayed out content in Enidwaith right now. I don't need to be an absolute completionist, but there's just too much good stuff to skip. You don't want to miss it. Hi, Pookie. Did you want to say hi to everybody?
Did you change shirts?
Sorry?
Did you change shirts?
Yeah. Whenever I wear a collared shirt on stream, everybody's like, wow, Ed's all dressed up. So now I'm self-conscious, and everybody thinks that I normally dress up like a slob. So I thought I'd put a collared shirt on just to screw with everybody. Usually when I'm streaming, it tends to be later in the evening, and I have slipped into what I call loungewear. So whatever else I may have been wearing, it's usually just a pair of gym shorts or sweatpants, depending on the time of year, and then an old comfortable t-shirt, sometimes very ratty. But for y'all, I figured I'd class it up tonight, so here I am in a polo shirt. Fairly new one, too. I think I just ordered this from Land's End a few weeks ago. They had a polo shirt sale, and I ordered a couple of shirts. I used to let Mrs. Mustafa buy my clothes, and I realized she was kind of dressing me weird. There was an old joke by the comedian Sinbad that you could go to the mall and tell all the married guys because their wives dress them funny on purpose so that other women know they're taken. You might be able to hide a wedding ring, but you can't hide the goofy clothes that your wife dresses you in. So that's just another way they brand us. Right, Pookie?
Aren't your legs cold?
Yeah, probably. It's okay. I have my hatred of Saruman and the orcs to keep me warm.
I don't even know what that means.
Young Sean checking in. Hello, Young Sean.
Where's Zinger?
I don't know. His computer's probably still on the fritz, or he's got more flight attendants coming over. Mary Rose says, my favorite Moria quest is the drinking quest to honor a dead dwarf. Funny, and it gets you stable masters to unlock fast. Ski says, it is fun. I am using a lower level character I made but never played much for some reason or another. I can go back and see what I missed. There you go. Ski
Who's
says,
young
hi, Ms. M.
Sean?
Young Sean is from the Southern Hemisphere. I don't want to insult him by saying he's either from Australia or New Zealand and naming the wrong one. Because off the top of my head, I don't remember exactly, but I'm going to shout him out anyway. He is also a LOTRO streamer.
Ski says hi to me.
She did. I mentioned that Ski said hello. So, that'll be tonight's fun guessing game. Guess where Young Sean is from.
Lord Smoochie says hi.
Yeah, I already shouted out Lord Smooches. He's another LOTRO streamer. You are welcome. He's Australian.
Oh.
Deathman is from New Zealand, and if you ever suggest that Deathman is from Australia, he gets very insulted.
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, I don't know if I've got it handy. Our friend Hunzi, the Hunzinator, has sent us Christmas cards from Australia on occasion. And the last time he sent a Christmas card, I haven't talked to him for a while. I hope Hunzi's doing good. Hopefully he'll pop in at some time and say hi. He sent me a boomerang keychain and some stickers of kangaroos and koalas. Those were included in his last Christmas card. I was just straightening up my desk a couple weeks ago when I put the new monitor up. And I came across that stuff. I always get a chuckle thinking about that. It is amazing the friends you make on a global basis playing and streaming LOTRO. Young Sean and Deathman from Australia and New Zealand, respectively. Feared Delance from Singapore. Stina from Norway. Herky Mad from Finland. Bias 60 from Sweden. More folks than I can shake a stick at from the UK. Feckless and Andrew All-Stars and Jay the Dwarf and just lots of friends from all over. I even know a couple of people from Canada that are kind of okay. We used to get some viewers from Brazil too. I haven't seen some of the Brazilian viewers in a little while, but they check in once in a while. You know, when you're the ambient of LOTRO streamers and people tend to pass out watching your stream, I guess people who end up, you know, just face planting are spies occupying the ruins to prevent you from secretly burying something. I didn't know that was a thing. Don't want to pick up the warband. It's a full raid warband and I'm solo tonight, so let's not tangle with that. But yeah, I mean, folks from all over the world. I don't know for a fact that Lexard Morpheus is in Russia, but I believe he's at least of Russian heritage. Although that could mean he still could live anywhere in the world. But yeah, it's the love of Tolkien and Middle Earth and Lord of the Rings Online is a global uniting phenomenon. Mrs. Mustafa even came here all the way from South Korea just to marry me because she thought I looked so hot on my stream camera. Or I could be making that up. It's hard to say which. She pays no attention to anything I ever say. If you're all like, how can he say those awful things about his wife? It's because she's not listening. Eric of Wildwood checking in. In honor of her, I'm going to eat some pizza rolls with glass. Avoid the glass. Just enjoy the pizza rolls. That's my advice. Eric of Wildwood says hi, Mrs. Mustafa. Young Sean says hello, Mrs. Mustafa.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna take Son to the park. I'll be back in a bit. I'll be here, young Sean, probably still circling around the same ruins trying to figure out where the entrance is. Without Zinger here to guide me, I end up lost a lot more. Have fun at the park. Glad their weather's still holding out. It's almost winter. Although I suspect, depending on which part of Australia he's in, winter can still be pretty comfortable. Out of pack space? Who would have thunk? See what we've got that I desperately need. Warden's Dagger? Yes, please. Lore Master's Staff? Couldn't live without it. And remember, whenever you get a Traveler's Steelbound loot box, you should stop whatever you're doing and immediately go to the LOTRO store and buy a key to unlock it. All of the very best things are in Traveler's Steelbound loot boxes, and opening one is basically like how you win the game. So treat them like the precious treasure that they are, and never live without one. You'll be sorry if you do. Tactical mitigation. Maybe. I probably don't need it because I'm sure my tactical mitigation is already really high because of my will. I can slot it. I'm going to just replace it later. Nothing else that gets it out of my pack for now until I find something I like better to slot in my armor. Did you want to rub my feet while I'm playing video games, sweetie? Is that why you came over to sit by me? You poor thing. Lord Smooches says I've been watching too much Viva La Dirt League. Yeah, that's pretty good watching. Been watching a lot of that too. I don't even play PUBG, and I like their PUBG stuff. They have way too good of a grip on MMORPGs. They did a fantastic 36-minute long NPC Man adventure video that I posted a link to in my Discord chat. It was fishing themed, so a lot of folks thought it was appropriate for me, but I was rather amused by the whole thing. Yeah, I'm streaming, honey, and I can't put Zinger on follow, so you're not going to get your back rubbed again, probably until sometime tomorrow. That's why when we were hanging out on the couch together earlier, I said, let me know what you need rubbed now, because I got to go set up the stream. Keep telling her that's why we need a sister wife to help with housework and to rub her back when I'm busy playing video games. Fortunately, we're Southern Baptist and the church frowns on polygamy. Plus, then I'd just have two women mad at me all day, every day. I do not have an item to use that on. Didn't need to kill him, but he's an orc, so it was the right thing to do. If you're in Middle-earth and you're killing orcs and wargs, you're doing the right thing. Doesn't matter if you're lost, it doesn't matter if you're in an area under level, it doesn't matter if you're in an area where all the mobs are gray. If you're killing orcs and wargs, it's just, that's what you should be doing. See, the ambient effect is even taking a hold of Mrs. Mustafa. I thought the Escape from Tarkov ones were great. Oh, I haven't seen any of those yet. And that's hilarious. Gore plays a lot of Escape from Tarkov. He's been relatively obsessed with the game. And I have to check that out. He's trying to get SKDX Killer to play it. I think Nick probably doesn't have the patience for it the same way Gore does. But I noticed that some of the big tech tubers were playing Tarkov. Luke and Linus from Linus Tech Tips were talking about playing it with Dimitri from Hardware Canucks. And Linus accidentally killed Dimitri, not realizing they were on the same team. So that happened. I am just sure that white tree up ahead there is either a bizarre graphical artifact or I meant to head towards it. One or the other. We'll go see which could just be a bizarre graphical artifact, actually. I think I just saw it move from tree to tree.
Where are those musical treble clefs on either side of the character?
I am a minstrel, and I fight evil with song. I am a warrior skald.
Uh-huh. That's weird.
I know, honey. Thank you for not saying what you were probably gonna say.
That's weird.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know why I'm getting those lighting artifacts off in the background. One to massage the feet and one to massage the shoulders. Makes sense. Exactly.
You massaged your shoulders and face while you were having a cough attack.
Pookie pants. I was getting ready to come to bed last night and I took a slug of lemonade and it went down the pipe the wrong way. And I was like coughing and the back of my throat was burning from the citric acid. And I was like, that was highly unpleasant. She was like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm just bad at drinking lemonade. What really causes those notes? I have many minstrels, but only up to level 42. That's a good question. I have no idea. I didn't even really pay that much attention. I think when those notes hover, I think it's to show that you've got some kind of amped up readiness state. If Chromite were here, Chromite would tell us. So if I just say Chromite a couple more times, he should magically appear as if summoned, much like Candyman or Bloody Mary. If Chromite would like to answer that question about the floating notes on the minstrel, Chromite, or if anybody else who considers themselves knowledgeable about minstrels would like to address the question. I just don't happen to know off the top of my head. As previously mentioned, Lenorian was kind of a tertiary character that I played for a while and then put in mothballs. There are... Must be an option I have turned off. It could just be a matter of which line you're running, too. It might just be a red line thing for dissonance. Or a warrior skald thing. I don't know. If you're running yellow line or blue line, or you're in resonance mode, it may not pop up for you. You could write a book about what I don't know about this game. You could call it Player's Guide about stuff that Big Ed doesn't know. Chapter 1, Bjornings. I guess when I say I have the entire game unlocked, there are a few things that I've kind of skipped. I have friends who play Bjornings. I know lots of people play Bjornings. I know people like Bjornings. I'm not saying that you shouldn't play Bjornings. For whatever reason, when Bjornings got announced, I was just like, meh. Just didn't have any interest in it. Just a personal choice. Just wasn't my thing. Nothing wrong with Bjornings. But, I'm back in Barhurin. Sounds like we use the same trait and stance. Okay, weird, I don't know. Or it could just be a graphic setting, like you said, something you have turned off. I don't have any high elf characters. I have a bunch of elf characters, and I couldn't think of any reason why regular elves were so broken. that I wanted to burn 1,000 LOTRO points to get the high elf. And again, just a personal choice thing. Lots of people play high elves. Lots of people like high elves. I know they get some extra perks that regular elves don't. They get a second res skill. They can play captains. Okay. Like I said, nothing wrong with that. Just not my thing. And while I do have plenty of LOTRO points, I do work for my LOTRO points. So I don't tend to just go ahead and buy whatever newfangled thing hits the LOTRO store. I tend to pick my purchases carefully. You poor thing. See, if you would have brought pizza rolls like Eric of Wildwood mentioned, then I might have been in more of a back-rubbing mood. I know, sweetie. Pizza rolls are something you'll only cook in celebration of me lying cold in my grave. I understand. But with your hard work, I'm going to get there sooner rather than later, so just keep at it. And then your next husband can rub your back. I got a high elf to 75 off and started a captain. Oh, 75% off. Well, that's a good deal. 250 points for high elf. That might be a little more palatable. How are you liking Elf Captain? Great view from the bridge up here, by the way. You can see the Pelennor fields out there burning. You can see Minas Tirith off in the distance. Osgiliath would be a little bit further out if it were drawn in. A tome of tracking for free. That's amazing. Hardhit says, love my bears. I love your bear too. I appreciate the healing. And hello, Hardhit. Hello, Kershak, and welcome. Hello, all. Good night. How are you doing? I'm doing great. The offer still stands, Hardhit. If you can find a third member of our merry little band on Evernight who wants to go run the Isengard 3-min, let me know and we can go knock them out. Otherwise, I'm going to wander aimlessly around eastern Gondor, murdering and pillage all who stand before me. And the combat reses, yes. Be nice if I didn't need them so frequently, but I'm just a squishy little roomkeeper on Evernight. See, if I actually leveled up my warden and started playing my warden, you guys would get bored. Be like, we don't have anybody to res anymore. I'd probably still find a way to get killed. Seems to be a talent of mine. That bee running turned and attacked me for no reason. Mrs. Mustafa seems unconcerned at my lack of snacking and has decided to go lay down and probably watch some Scooby-Doo. Dropping frames? Shouldn't be. Could be the ingest server. I can check OBS real quick. I know you guys said it was better, but I'm just curious. No, stream looks good. I blame Twitch. I'm looking for a place to drop some traps. Of course, I might need to take a boat ride somewhere too. No, looks like I'm pretty close. Alright, traps are dropped. And I need to travel to this place. So we'll tag it. And hopefully it's not like stupid far away. 1,400 meters. That's stupid far away. Singer will be surprised if he watches the stream and I don't end up dying at all. Although I probably just jinxed myself. That wouldn't surprise me. Panandol checking in. Hi, Big Ed. Hello, Panandol. Welcome. I'm at the back of something here. Harlonk. I think I was happy to get out of Harlonk earlier, so I will not wander back into Harlonk. In fact, there's something sneaking around back here. Ooh, an indigo plant. Not exactly flush with open pack space, so I will have to leave it, which is unfortunate because I am a scholar. Well, I have one or two indigo plants already banked, so I don't think it's a big loss. Word Smooches says, are you doing the treasure hunt event at all? No, that wasn't really one that ever stuck with me. I've tried it a few times. It's alright, but yeah, eventually I'm like, what am I doing? There's nowhere to fish here at the treasure hunting event, and I move on. I tried it. Didn't seem too fun. More grindy than anything. There's a pretty funny story about a couple of former LOTRO stream team members. The streamer formerly known as Maiden of Rohan, now simply MJ, and our good friend Alapenya. And Maiden decided she was going to take Alapenya to the treasure hunt event and teach him how to do it. And they were there about 3 minutes before Alapenya just lost it and was like, "What is this even for? This is stupid!" and just started to get really salty. Much to the delight of everyone who was watching. So, yeah, treasure hunt's one of those things that you either like it or you don't. It has its own titles and its own rewards, and you know, it's one of those things. I don't think it's as universally as reviled / ignored as Hobnanigans, but it's yeah, it's something, all right. So, as long as I'm throwing shout-outs out there. See, Alapenya's been playing some Apex Legends. Aurora Ember checking in. Hello, Aurora. Yeah, funny story. I was badgering all up about Apex Legends and how he needed to play it, and now he likes Apex Legends. He just doesn't like playing it with me, so I haven't played with him for weeks and weeks, but I'm glad he's still enjoying the game. In fact, I missed one of my regular Apex Legends nights last night. I was going to play after dinner, and instead I fell asleep on the sofa. By the time I woke up, I was like, yeah, I'm not even going to bother with Apex. So I just ran some LOTRO quests. Puppet Box checking in. Hello, Puppet Box. Puppet Box, you'll be delighted to know I started, I think, 3 minutes early tonight. I was on the ball. So instead of playing Apex last night, I actually got a little bit of extra sleep and might be feeling a little peppier than usual today because of it. So let's also shout out, I don't know if it's simply MJ or simply -MJ. I know it's not simply MU. I don't know who simply MU is. Okay, let's see if my typing's improved. Also, don't think she was playing Roblox. I mean, she could be. Actually, Roblox is one of those things I didn't know about, and the more I hear about it, the more fascinating I think it is. It sounds like an interesting idea, and it's a huge deal, and it's one of those things that it's like, how did I totally miss this? Other than I think it's aimed at younger people. So there's lots of things for younger people that I'm too old for. Maybe Roblox is one of them, but if it's video game related, I don't think I'm too old for it. Let's try simply MJ. They are billions? That might be possible. One of those may have been the artist formerly known as Maiden of Rohan. So, yes, if a third shows, I'm down. Oakley doke. Aurora says that last one is right. Thank goodness. She normally streams at times when I'm not around. I don't get that much of a chance to pop over and say hi, but I am delighted that she is back around and hanging out on Twitch again. A lot of fun to watch. Mrs. Mustafa and I actually got a chance to have dinner with her and her husband, the Fluff, when they were coming through Omaha on their way to an event in Colorado. And it was just a couple hours of hanging out and eating buffalo chicken wings and just yakking and catching up, and it was a lot of fun. Very nice folks. They're normally very private people on account of the Fluff being a professional tube sock model and being in very high demand, the ladies love him, and they get harassed a lot in public. So they tend to keep to themselves and not reveal too much personal information. But it was fun meeting them, and yeah, that was cool. How much further away is this place I'm traveling to? Looks like it might still be pretty far away. Maybe not. Maybe I'm headed there now. It's possible. SKDX Killer checking in. Hello, Nick. How has your Friday been going, SKDX Killer? Nick says, greetings all. It's okay, a storm will be hitting all weekend, so just hanging. Yeah, it's been kind of cool and rainy here, too. Mrs. Mustafa actually had me turn the furnace back on earlier today. She's been kind of chilly all day. She's like, aren't you cold? And it's like, I'm pretty well insulated. Somewhere up ahead is a place I'm supposed to be going to. Maybe that tower at the top of that hill there. Be exciting to find out. If you're wondering why I'm not riding, it's because I'm kind of fighting as I go. And if I'm on my war steed, I'm not going to get anything killed, and I'm just going to have to get knocked off of it anyway. So I may as well just walk it out. No big deal. As Anborn predicted, there is no trace of a ranger camp. Discovered Tuntham. We ride for Tuntham. Investigate the ruins of Tuntham. I like saying Tuntham. It's a fun name. Tuntham, Tuntham, Tuntham. the Rangers outpost from the Western Camp. So we go to the Western Camp, I guess. That is not quite where I need to be looking from, I guess. Are you going to tell me from where I should be looking? Over here, perhaps. Well, it's definitely pointing me this way. Why is it pointing me downhill? Why should I be looking at it from downhill? It's a mystery. Oh, here we go. This looks like a good overlook. Orcs in the ruins, I shall smite thee. I should probably look at this cairn. Disrupt the forces gathered at Barid Namorn. We ride for Barid Namorn. And for glory. Enter the ruined interior of Tuntham. I need to find the interior of Tuntham and enter. Look for the ranger outpost from the eastern camp, the northern camp. Okay, I can do that. Video games and old Toby sound good to me. Oh, he did finish downloading Fallout 76, thank goodness. I have been streaming Fallout 76 on my personal channel on Tuesdays. I finished the South Park games, and I was going to stream Rage 2, and I can't get it to launch. I don't have any idea why not. So I went back to Fallout 76, which I played exhaustively at launch, and had basically finished and put away, but they've added a lot of new content since then. So I'm going back and revisiting the game, and it's not as horrible as you may have heard. It does have its charms. It is not my favorite Fallout game, but if you didn't pay $60 for it, I don't know, I think there's some fun to be had there. I don't think it's exactly a waste of hard drive space. Tell you what is a waste of hard drive space is Quake Champions. I really need to get that thing uninstalled off of my hard drive, because there's nothing that makes me madder than when I go to my Bethesda launcher and I want to play a good game, and it goes, hang on, there's a 25 gigabyte patch for Quake Champions that you need to download. And I'm like, I really don't. I don't ever want to play Quake Champions again, but thanks. Sometimes a free game is very expensive. Me streaming Fallout 4? I already played so much Fallout 4. I do need to go back and revisit the downloadable content, though. I'm a horrible, horrible Fallout addict. When Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, and Fallout 4 all launched, I basically went sleepless for 2 or 3 months after each game launched. I mean, I would go crawling into the office after being up all night. I'd get a couple hours nap, go to my desk, and then just blindly stagger through my work day, and then go home and do it all over again and just play Fallout for 14 hours. Just absolutely love those games. I put about 450 hours on Fallout 4, over the course of about, I don't know, 75 or 80 days. And I beat the game with all 4 different factions, and just really enjoyed it. And Fallout 4 wasn't even my favorite Fallout game. I was just talking about this the other night, but each of the games, they added something and they took something away. And with Fallout 4, they dumbed down the dialogue system pretty badly, but they put in a better crafting system than Fallout New Vegas, and they added settlement building, which was pretty fun. And I did like Fallout 4 quite a bit, despite the dialogue system being dumbed down. Travel to Faramir's Lookout. I still have to enter the ruins. Is this the ruins entrance, maybe? It's a big wall. Is there a door in it? There is a door in it, one that I cannot open, however. So I will keep looking for that entrance. It's really weird that I've got a quest to travel to the interior here, and it's not pointing me to it. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Fallout 4 had many sleepless nights. And Hard Hit says, bless you. Thank you, Hard Hit. Lord Smooches said, so I have a legendary item I'm leveling up. How do I replace that with a different legendary? There's a good question. All you have to do, Lord Smooches, is... hello, Ed. What did I do here? Shift I. There it is. Once you have a legendary item you want to get rid of, you go to a Relic Master and deconstruct the item you no longer want. And it'll let you save one of the legacies from the item. It'll also give you a Heritage Ruin that represents a lot of the item XP. Not all of it, but a chunk of the item XP that was put into the item to level it up. And you can use that to level up your next legendary item. But once you create an open slot, it'll show you your unslotted legendaries. They have to first be identified at the Forge Master, and then it'll show you your identified unslotted legendaries when you go to an open slot, and you can just pick one and click slot item, and it'll slot it, and then it'll start leveling up, and then that item will be available to equip also. But legendary items is a bit of a grind. Apparently legendary means disposable, because you end up just burning through lots and lots of legendary items as you level up your character. It's not like you keep the same sword or the same class item for very long. You'll tend to replace them every 5 or 10 levels as you go from 50 to 100. Not until you get first stage 100th level legendaries and imbue them do you generally keep them from them on. And even then you still have to grind. There's a door I can open. Let's take a peek inside. So yeah, not a bad question at all, and you'll have plenty more when it comes to legendaries and imbuing and legacies, and there's a whole superstructure to getting scrolls of delving so you can unlock an extra 10 levels. And instead of capping at 60th, they'll cap at 70th. I'm glad I ran out. They were still hitting me with arrows on my way out the door. I'm just glad it said, you cannot leave during combat. Then I would have been dead, or at least forced to flop. Whoosh! That was a lot. Alright, I need to be a little bit smarter about crowd control here. I'm not a smart man. And let's see what else we can do here. Let us, using improved Song of Distraction on the captain, I will murder his friend next to him. He will ignore that because he's distracted. That captain right there is like, what is my favorite baked potato topping now that you mention it? Do I like bacon bits? Would I rather have chili and cheddar cheese on a baked potato? And then the next thing he knows is the dude that was standing next to him is dead, and I'm fighting him one-on-one. I would gladly die for the Dark Lord. Okay then, wish granted. Congratulations, you have had your goal fulfilled. Then here I'll just use fear to distract one of them. And I failed because they're both attacking me. That was closer than it needed to be, too. Turns out that I cannot res myself, so I need to stay alive. I got me the war plans. Secret of Tuntham. The secret? Nutmeg. Alright, so I can travel to Faramir's Lookout, and what's this other quest? Let's read that. Disrupt the forces gathering at Barid Namorn? If there's a nice part about Eastern Gondor, it's that if you do the Osgiliath dailies to grind for Anphilis Scrolls of Empowerment, you'll eventually get all of your Slayer deeds just running around in Osgiliath. So, yeah, you don't really have to grind out here on the landscape too hard. How do I get down there is the question. Those are some steep drops. This looks like it might be manageable here. Which would then beg the question, how do I get back up? Oh no, I'm losing loot. I don't think I really care much. Traveler's Steelbound loot box. Yeah, I really should filter those out. Then I wouldn't be able to make that joke every once in a while. I've discovered Barad Namorn. I got a bunch of quests available to me. What? You want me to wreck this place? You got it. Kill them all? Salt the earth so nothing will grow here ever again? Okay, it's a plan. He hit hard too. Yeah, where's the feared dude? Okay, Morgul enemies. Check. Start in on this troll. Collect teeth from the trolls. Well, that's funny. Did I find some weird back entrance? Geekity geekity. Yeah, looks like I did. Alright, let's see what else we got over here. None of this goes anywhere. Do our Song of Distraction. Apparently I need to find the front entrance to this place. It's really weird. Yeah, this doesn't go anyplace either. I slid down into some weird back corner of this fort. I go down and then back up again? Maybe these guys count too. Nope. Doc the Rock says, good to see you, Ed. I hope all is well. I enjoy your Friday night stream. Thank you, Doc. I am delighted you got a chance to pop by and say hello. All is well, actually. Just enjoying some domestic bliss with Mrs. Mustafa tonight. She cooked dinner and we both lived, so that's always a good thing. She made chicken and rice and veggies. Ah, here's the main entrance to the fort. We're just in some rear upper section somewhere. I'm just winding my way through eastern Gondor, heading inevitably towards Osgiliath. Ooh, this looks like it's going to be interesting. Sappers. There we go. I hear a lot of goblin chatter. It's a little unsettling. Of course I can, I'm a minstrel. Now dealing with a warg master and 2 wargs, that I don't want to do. Oh, here he comes. Those bleeds off of me. Well, I only got one of the 2 bleeds off. Actually, you know what's funny? I just made a whole bunch of scrolls of warding and battle lore. So we'll pop those. Look at me remembering to use buffs. Max morale and power. I don't think I've got much on me for food. We'll eat a Daleman's cram. Can't hurt. File statue. So these guys are all in clusters of 2 and 3. Yeah, I'm gonna have to flop. Flop! Where's my flop? That should have been my flop. I don't know why that didn't work. Does that say it's still on cooldown? I don't remember using it. No? Should have been good to go. I don't know. That was lucky I survived. Barely got out of there. Skin of my teeth. I have a hard time fighting the respawn to even get back. Yeah, they're already popping back in. There's that sapper I killed. check him for teeth. Bingo. I'm just gonna have to re-clear the section I just did and not go by those 3 goblins. That was not good. Stop, flop, and roll. Exactly. I got 2 flops. It would help me to actually use them. Yeah, these guys are manning 2 and 3 at a time. So if I use all of my skill, oh, this is a disaster too. That is way more aggro than I'm prepared to deal with. Holy cow. Well, that's something. I have a hell of a time getting to the 10 statues. I got to 1 of them. I'm gonna have to get stealthy. Oh yeah, he's bringing a whole party train with him. Oh, that wasn't what I wanted to cast. Bad Ed. Alright. Those kills don't even count because it was outside the walls. That's how my day's going. Apulu Felgar checking in. Hello, Apulu. Playing some Star Trek Online. Yeah, I don't have the DPS to get through this. The respawn rate's insane, and if possible, I just came into the thickest part of this. And those drivers are no joke. Those guys hit hard. You are welcome, Apulu. Well, they're heading right for me. Oh my god, this place is a nightmare. Holy poop. Let's find some place to duck into. This is more stealth than I was prepared to deal with. I'm gonna have to sneak around to destroy these statues. Holy. Wow. Alrighty. Destroy enemy statues, defeat warg masters. The warg masters aren't that tough. But man, just dealing with all the traffic. This is gonna suck. First things first. You're stunned. You need to be feared. And you need to be dead. He comes back with a bunch of friends though. I am done for. Yeah. I'm done for anyway. Well, there we go. Yeah, that's just too much aggro for one minstrel. Holy cow. What do I want to do here? I revive for free. I'm actually in a safe spot. Probably wasn't the smart move. I need to just get out of here. Okay, well that marauder I can take out. I might be able to get to the next statue if I can kill him before his friends pop back. Make a beeline over here. This place sucks. More statues. Oh good, there's half trolls in here too. I was afraid it was too easy. So, Ward Masters, I only need one more. I'm doing pretty good. Ah, man, look at that. A captain and a half troll side by side. Yeah, this is definitely one night where I'm missing Zinger. Well, I traded it for a reason. Let's see if it's useful at all. Nothing to see here. Of course, I'm sure as soon as I click on that statue, I will be visible. And the problem with that? There's a hell of a cooldown on using that. Back around the side here. That might be all I can do right now. I don't see me getting any further. I can't get past half trolls and captains combined. That's one aggro and I would be done for. So I got half of that done. Ginger says, what server are you on? I am on Arkenstone, Ginger. Nick came for the fishing. Mary Rose says, wish I could help you. Well, I got all of them done but one, and I got half of the last quest done. Maybe more than half. I got 6 of the 10 statues, which actually makes me want to try to continue. But that cooldown is 30 minutes on Elf Stealth. Stealth minstrels are not something they want to see a lot of in game, apparently. I have a level 130 Lore Master on there, if that would help. Well, if you want to come out here and help me grab 4 more statues, I certainly wouldn't refuse the help. This is just, they're on a fast respawn, and they're clustered in groups of 3. And, I mean, some of them are tough one-on-one. Those Morgul drivers were tough. The Warg Masters and the Wargs aren't too bad. The Goblin Sappers aren't that big of a deal. But I'm looking at half-troll warriors next to each other. It's just like, that's just too much aggro. Yeah, if you're on Arkenstone, Ginger, you don't mind logging on. I think I've got a summoning horn. I would pull you right here next to me. Or I don't have a summoning horn. I do have a summoning horn. I have one simple rally horn. And I would welcome help getting to these last 4 statues, because that's just... they've got more firepower than I'm equipped to deal with at the moment. I need to stop sneezing and then I'll be there. Okay. If you want to join me in Discord, just let me know and I can permit you into the LOTRO stream channel. It's still on my Discord server. Forget who it was. Moonrager / Drakenthorn, an old friend of ours. I was streaming one night on LOTRO stream and he just popped in and we started talking about like computer hardware, and I mentioned to him like 2 or 3 times I was on LOTRO stream, and he was kind of oblivious to it, and so we just talked about like Intel CPUs and CPU coolers, and it wasn't the conversation I wanted to be having, but I kind of rolled with it. Cleavebeard checking in. Hi, Cleavebeard. And after that, I set up a semi-restricted channel. So I still let Nick jump into it, so it can't be that restrictive, but AFK a few minutes. No worries. Well, and maybe I'm missing the boat. Maybe I can sneak around a couple of the guys. Oh, there's a dude named Muglash I need to kill. Must be one of the bosses. Dare I jump in and fight Muglash? Yep, I hit it by accident, so I guess I'm fighting Muglash. He's kind of an ugly dude. Muglash taunts you as he flees towards the river. Don't go away, Muglash. Just go away. Don't go away mad. You won't be so lucky the next time. Okay. You even think about the fact that there are bosses I have to get to, too. Pontin Finberry checking in. Now it's a party. Hi, Pontin. How the heck are you? Those pesky archers are back. I can skirt around them easily enough. Doesn't look like there's an equivalent hole in the wall on the other side. And we got more half-troll warriors. I don't see another boss over here. I better be careful if I finish this and then Ginger logs on afterwards. She'll be mad if I don't need her. Or she won't care. One of the two. Lesser steadfast boots of parry. Hot says, all good here today. Awesome. Glad to hear it. See, a Defiler and a Marauder I can take. They don't worry me too much. Drivers and captains are a lot stronger. Half trolls are a lot stronger. What's interesting, I was just sure I had Discord open. I don't see it on my list. I can correct that. Oh, I rebooted the computer just to make sure I was fresh and didn't have any memory leaks. If I work all day and then try to stream afterwards, sometimes just because I have so many browser windows open during the day, it can lead to problems if I go too many hours without rebooting. Okay, so now I've at least got me in voice chat. Two half trolls right there by that entrance. That is not fun. Indra says, okay, I'm in Discord and have LM up. Awesome. Hi, Ginger. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing okay.
All right.
Oh, hang on. Gotta mute. Okay, there. That should fix that.
Okay. And I'm going to take a wild guess that your lore master's name is Ginger.
Come on. Okay.
Character name? Ginger?
I'm getting it.
Oh, okay.
I keep forgetting how to spell it.
All right. Oh, okay. I see it now.
You see why I keep forgetting how to spell it?
Yeah. I was trying variations of Ginger. Those are all minstrels, though, aren't they?
It depends on what server I'm on.
Okay.
Some servers I have hunters.
All right. I only have the one simple rally horn, so let me know when you're ready, and I'll give you a summons.
Okay, well, let me see if I've got some stashed away somewhere for later.
No worries.
They don't seem to be in the bank.
So I did pretty good. I got one of the bosses down. I got 6 of the 10 statues, but they are just lousy thick in there.
Okay. I guess we're as ready as we're gonna get.
Okay. For anybody who's watching who wondered, I wonder what Ginger sounds like. Now you know.
Yeah. Cranky old lady that's having fun with allergies.
And since you're kind enough to help me out and you don't stream, I will give Soma Tomei a shout out. Soma Tomei is Ginger's granddaughter. She streams LOTRO and was recently seen playing Stardew Valley.
Yeah, she plays all kinds of strange things.
Jalapeno's actually played and streamed Stardew Valley before, so
Yeah.
it doesn't get much
But
stranger than
set up to
Jalapeno.
stream, But I have everything set up to stream. It's just I don't like streaming when there's other people streaming.
Well, that's all the time.
Get my stuff out of here so I can tell where you're at. Okay, so what are we after here?
I need to get 4 more statues burned, and I need to find another boss and defeat him. So basically, we're just going to wander into this fort and start wrecking dudes.
Okay, straight ahead here, huh?
Yep. I just cleared the 2 archers to lead the way. But like right off the bat here, we got 2 half-troll warriors that are probably too much for me solo.
Okay, well let's see what we can do here.
Alright.
Oh, and then they stunned me. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. That's alright, I thought. So is it going quicker now?
Yeah, I was at the limit sneaking around this place and just having to use all of my crowd control and flops and everything just to survive, and I ran into some choke points in here that I just wasn't going to be able to get past. Like right here we've got a half troll and a captain. If I use all of my skills,
Let's see how quick I can take the half troll down.
okay. But then we've got these warg masters that are wandering in on us. You see what I mean about the aggro? There's just guys everywhere, and they're on a fast respawn. So
Okay.
I kind of pushed out and was happy you offered to help, so thank you.
Well, I was getting ready to call it a day.
Well, if you were watching my stream, you're probably very drowsy.
Well, I've been fighting with allergies all day.
Yeah, it's tree pollen season here. It's been brutal all week. We got some rain, so it's kind of dampened things down a little bit, but I've been waking up stuffed up every morning, and
Well,
usually I just figure that's because Mrs. Mustafa was trying to smother me with a pillow, but she actually hasn't been that close to me a couple of times when I've been stuffy. Here's 2 statues right here. That's a good sign.
well, I can't see them because I don't have the quest.
I know. That's okay. As long as you can see the orcs.
Yeah, I can see the orcs. Okay, and then we need a boss guy.
Yeah, there's one more boss in here, and I need 2 more statues after these 2. So we'll go this way.
Okay.
I suspect these crushers might be guarding somebody.
Well, let's take him down. They don't have much of a chance when my pet gets in there with them.
Nope. I understand.
That's why I like that pet.
Got a couple of half trolls. Yeah, we got more statues up here. This will do it for the statues. If you can get by those... Oh, you aggroed them. That's alright.
Yeah, my pet's on him. Did you Argo him? Or did my pet?
Your pet did. I got past him clean. I'm just thinking these guys are... This is pretty heavily guarded up here. So I'm thinking the other boss might be past these trolls. If not, at least these are two more... There's two more vile statues right here. So...
Okay, well, we'll take out the trolls.
Ooh, I just completed Friend to the Rangers of Ithilien. And yeah, here's the other boss, just like I thought. There's a little sentry over here hiding in the corner. I think that means I can buy a travel point now. Arnok, maybe?
Okay,
I gotta go talk to him, yeah. And once I talk to him, I find out he's got nothing to say, and we need to kill him. Massive troll leaps off into the Morgulduin.
Is he afraid of us?
Yeah, we kind of whooped him.
My pet kept poking him with those roots, you know.
I can imagine that could be unpleasant. Alright. Search for any orders. Apparently I have to find orders. I'll check and make sure they're not in my packs. Or overflow loot. No, apparently there's going to be some orders on a table in here somewhere. So we just need to find some orders on a table, and I probably just need to click on them to burn them.
Does your tracker indicate where we need to go?
No, it's just glowing, which means we're close. So I suspect they might just be up ahead somewhere. Corpse. I'm just peeking around. Yeah, I'm much braver with you two standing next to me. And your bog lurker.
Bog lurkers are nice.
Looking for orders. There we go. Got a couple of stone heavers over here. I'm taking massive damage. Thank you. And I've got so many red dots on my mini-map, you'd think the thing caught measles. And anytime I go to look around, I end up aggroing something. Looking for orders. Yeah, we should probably peek up into here. I don't really see anything.
Let's clear them out anyway.
Alright.
Keep forgetting who I'm playing.
I'm thinking we're kind of running around the outer ring of a big circular camp. And we might need to poke into the center. So we'll give that a try here.
Okay.
There's just so many dang mobs.
Anyway, this name is pronounced Aifa.
Aifa.
Yeah, Aifa. It's Scottish.
Okay. Does it mean anything in particular?
I don't know.
Is it Scottish for hard to pronounce and spell?
My wonderful son-in-law is of Scottish descent, so he decided that his children have to have Scottish names. Fortunately, the Aifa is her middle name, not her first name. Any sign of these orders?
No. I know they weren't on either of the bosses because the bosses run away. They don't let you kill them. I had to loot Troll's Teeth, but nothing in my overflow.
Okay. Up there is where we found the boss.
Yeah, I did wise to ask for help. These guys would have wrecked me solo. I'd have gotten killed 100 times trying to crawl through here on my own. I mean, I've just got to look around in every stupid nook and cranny, and every nook and cranny's got 100 goblins and orcs and wargs in it.
Okay, so why do we still have corpses here?
They're lootable.
Huh?
Or troll corpses?
Yeah.
Troll corpses can be looted for teeth.
Oh, well, I don't have the quest, so
Right.
it's not letting me do it.
But that's why they don't disappear. That might be worth me checking them to make sure they don't have orders on them. Looks like they've disappeared now, though.
Yeah.
I walked by one of the corpses you mentioned a little bit ago,
Still
but it's
seeing
not
'em.
there. You're still seeing it?
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
over here, okay. Yeah, I can't click on them anymore either because I got my 4 teeth I needed.
Yeah, so...
We're just looking for orders. I was just in another enemy camp where there was a table with orders on it that I had to burn.
Well, I'm not seeing anything that looks like orders.
I know, and the problem is every time I look, it's just drawn down. Did we lose the bog lurker?
Possibly. No, he's still here. I don't know what he was off doing.
I think he just got stuck.
Yeah, that's possible. A lot of things for him to get stuck on in here.
Yeah. It's just a messy, messy camp.
Okay. So, have you made it up to that tower-like building up there?
No, but I don't know that it's the central tower. That might be worth a look. Why don't we head over that way? Why don't you lead, in fact? Do you mind?
No, I don't have a clue.
Okay. I mean, there have been a couple of times where I've almost gotten mowed over just from the initial aggro.
Okay, let's see if we can clear a path and go in that general direction.
Yeah, there's a warg master and 2 wargs that rolled right up behind you, too. Yeah, at first I was feeling a little bit guilty about asking you to come and help, and I'm still having to... I mean, it's been pretty tooth and nail, even with you here. This hasn't been easy sledding.
Okay.
Are you thinking this way or this way?
This way. I was hung up with a troll.
Okay. Okay, I've actually been up in here before. This was where one of the other bosses was. There was a half-troll boss here that I defeated by myself, and he went running away. So this has been cleared, no orders here.
Okay, and I'm not seeing access up to there.
Well, in the areas where the 2 bosses were both nondescript enough that it's like the whole layout of this place is just kind of weird.
Okay, and that goes to the other boss.
Well, we got another warg master on us.
Yeah. So where haven't we been here?
It's the whole thing is just it's a big circular mess. I don't know. There is an area in between these 2 bosses I didn't press up into. Why don't we check that? Because it might make sense that the orders are in between the 2 bosses. Let's have a look here.
Okay.
Because those two trolls are guarding that other boss area that we went up into before. Yep, Mordor orders. This is where they're at. Good guess,
So you
Ed.
see him?
Yep, I literally see the orders. Yeah, Cleavebeard says for LM Pet, don't overlook the cat. The lynx or the saber-tooth? I actually like the lynx. I use the lynx a lot when I'm playing Lore Master.
Okay, so did you get your orders?
I got the orders. They bear the mark of Minas Morgul.
Okay, so are you done in here now?
I think so. I just need to figure out where to go. You should destroy any orders from Minas Morgul and do anything you can to thwart the enemy's plan. Why won't it let me destroy the orders? Are they in my inventory? No. I clicked on them, I took them, I read them. I don't see a torch that I can pick up. I can't interact with them anymore.
Can you throw them out of your inventory?
They're not in my inventory.
But it didn't advance the quest?
It removed the part about find the orders. And I still have the meta, but I don't know how to finish the meta. Oh, a cairn set up by the rangers points towards a hidden orc encampment with an unknown purpose. You should destroy any orders. Do anything else you can to thwart the enemy's plans. Complete the quest. Oh, troll teeth? That doesn't make any sense. I have all my troll teeth. What am I supposed to do with troll teeth? It's telling me to complete a quest that I completed.
Do you need to take them somewhere?
Why, not that I can see. Oh, there's one more boss? Nope. That's something different. Troll
Anyway,
teeth. Bring
can
the
we
troll
go
trees.
up here out of Argo?
Yeah, we can leave right now.
Oh, there's a hallway that comes over here where the...
Who knew?
Yeah. Would have saved a lot of time and running around.
Well, if we knew that it led to exactly where we needed to go, that would have been nice.
Yeah.
Okay, there's
So-
the orders. The pain in the tuchus is I'm going to have to... You know what? I'm just going to go back to the camp. If you would like to leave me here and log off, I am good to go now. You have saved me. Thank you.
Hey, my pet's fighting something.
Alright, well I appreciate the gratuitous experience points. Thank you for that. Cleavebeard said Sabertooth can hold AE damage. I think the bear is good for that too, if I recall. I like the stealth attack on the lynx though. It's like having a burglar with you all the time. Have the lynx go in and do a coup de grace for you.
You okay here when I go get my pet?
Sure. Sorry for the hassle.
I don't know what.
I blame
Okay,
your
well
boggler.
now he's done. Silly pet.
Alright.
Okay, so where are you headed from here?
I'm just going to port myself back to one of my quest turn-ins. And then I'll
Okay.
head out to Faramir's Overlook, and I'm good to go. So thank you again, and have a good night.
Well, hey, this is what I do when I'm watching streams and I see that the people are in trouble. Is
Well,
I jump in and I help.
trying to dig me out of trouble is a full-time job, ask Zinger.
Not any worse than some of the other guys that I jump in and give assist to.
Oh, please, name names. You're among friends.
I don't know if they would appreciate me naming names.
Yeah, I'm a
Oh,
little
I have a map to Esprit.
a little more egoless than some of the other streamers, I suspect. So that's okay.
But it's one of those things.
Well, I guess I can go in here and vendor some stuff.
There's probably a half a dozen that I have gone in and assisted. Oh, I'm still doing deeds in Moria.
I think getting in over our heads is part of the fun sometimes.
Yeah. And it's nice to know that at least part of the time there's somebody that's watching that has characters high enough on whatever server to come and assist.
Exactly.
On some of them, all I have is my high-level mini. Arkenstone, I've got 3 130s to choose from. Okay, well, I am going to go ahead and log off.
Again, thank you for the help and have a lovely evening.
I think I'm going to go find some allergy medication and see if I can get some sleep.
I highly recommend Allegra D. What do you normally like to take?
Allegra doesn't help much for me.
My sister recommended Zyrtec, and I tried it, and I would take Zyrtec, and I would like wake up 17 hours later not knowing what planet I was on. It's like, oh my god, who invented this, and why is this not illegal?
Zyrtec puts us to sleep.
Yes. And not in a small way in my case.
No, it's one of those things. I take Zyrtec, and I am out for a good 12 hours.
I thought it might...
And my normal sleep length is 6.
I thought it might just be me, and I actually just typed Zyrtec zombie into Google, and boom, man, it came up with all kinds of hits. Apparently that has that effect on a lot of us.
Yeah. I've been trying the Claritin, non-drowsy stuff, but it does not do much for the allergies.
Yeah, Claritin's a little slow acting for me. It's not bad. I just like Allegra D normally works a little snappier. And I like the fact that if I end up not using it all, I can just cook it into methamphetamine.
Yeah, I'm sure you're going to be cooking that stuff.
I did get an A in Chem with Physics, but it's been a while. I'd have to brush up on
those things. I flunked chemistry, totally. I am awful with chemistry.
Cleavebeard says Benadryl has the same effect on him. Benadryl, they actually market it as a sleep aid. There's the pink version they sell as an allergy medicine, and they just color it blue and sell it as a sleep aid, the exact same drug. I also like, you have to ask for it because it's, Actifed has Sudafed in it, so it's controlled now here in Nebraska. But
I don't do well with Sudafed.
Well, they sell a generic version of Actifed. I think it's called Aprapil or something, or Apradil. And I like it. It only lasts for about 4 hours, but if I take it right before bed, it just gives me this perfect, very nice little amount of drowsiness that just helps me kind of pass right out. I'll take an Actifed and I'll just be sitting there and all of a sudden, wow, my arms are heavy. Oh, it's working. Time for bed. But I'll still wake up stuffed up because it wears off after 3 or 4 hours. But it does work while it works.
But yeah, I think I'd go find some allergy medicine and call it a day.
All right.
Tomorrow's going to be fun. Have yard work to get done tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, you'll want some good allergy meds for that. Well, have a good night, and hopefully I'll get a chance to talk to you more this weekend.
Well, you guys have fun out there.
Thanks.
Gonna turn this here Discord thing off.
Okay. Good night, Ginger. Hard Hit says, breaking Big Ed. Mrs. Mustafa already broke me. Is there anything else I should sell? I can get rid of these hides. I've already got so many hides stockpiled, there's no point in collecting them. Damaged fur. Damaged fur, shattered stuff. Well, then it was funny, I was grinding those Honorian scrolls, the battle lore and warding lore, and I didn't pay attention to how many parchments it required for each crafting instance. And all of a sudden it said I didn't have enough to do anymore, and I'm like, wow. Then I realized this was just overflow junk I had on me because I didn't have any more room to store stuff. So, didn't exactly run out of materials. Okay. Overflow's handled. Let's go find the guy I need to turn the quest into. And while I'm here, I should be able to buy that Arnok travel point now, which will help me get back to Pelargir. And I need to talk to Aragorn outside of Pelargir. Or Pelagir, if you will. So, travel skills. Nope, picked the wrong one. Yeah, return to Arnok. Unlocked. Boom. I am a traveling man. What else can I get? Friend essences, friend legendaries. This could be interesting. I can unlock titles. Handful of Scroll of Delving, that's handy. Handful of Scrolls of Empowerment. Relatively cheap. Essences. I'm going to be up to my eyeballs in essences. Oh, it's essence recipes. Okay. That's always fun. Tactical mastery. I think these are single use. Yep, single use recipe. It's expensive for a single use recipe. Pretty weird. Mirkwood, Enidwaith, Drumdang, Snowborn. That's Snowborn. No, that's Trumdang. Enidwaith. Where did I put Snowborn? Snowborn can go back down here. Okay, one more of these needs to come up. Rivendell and Mirkwood, huh? Okay, 21st Hall comes over here. These all slide over one. Put 4 Law up here. All this stuff slides over. And we'll drop the 21st Hall in between Rivendell and Mirkwood. Okay, that's over with. That was your OCD moment of the evening. The Non-Rev checking in. Hello, the Non-Rev. Welcome. Cleavebeard says, did she hit you with cast iron yet? Not yet. We have a brand new cast iron pot, and I don't think she'll hit me with it yet because we haven't seasoned it in the oven yet. Apparently you're supposed to oil it up and then bake it at like 350 for a half an hour, like 3 different times. You want to get the fat bonded to the cast iron. Very important to condition it before you use it. And she doesn't want to get it blood soaked before it gets conditioned properly. Otherwise it could ruin the cast iron pan. Good cast iron is really, that's the good stuff. Reputation change. What else we got going on? Deed bestowed. Deed complete. Title awarded. Friend to the Rangers. $10 LOTRO points for that too. Yeah, that camp was insane. That is clearly not meant for solo players. I can't imagine a champion having much luck getting through there alone, much less a solo minstrel. I dare say not even a burglar. Okay, somewhere in this camp is somebody I need to turn a quest into, and I will find them. 350 for an hour. There you go. Just started playing this game yesterday, and I'm level 78. Well, then you're playing it the right way, the Non-Rev. But remember, it's not about the destination. It's all about the journey. If you're just trying to level your way to the top of LOTRO, you are missing the point of the game. It is a wonderful, wonderful journey. And as I've often mentioned, I'll just say at least as much fun in the mid-levels as I do in the upper levels. Although if you are 78th level, whether it's after a day, a month, or a year, you should be in Eastern Rohan, and that's a really cool area. There's a lot of neat things to see and do there. Lots and lots and lots of quests. Eastern Rohan is 5 large regions. It's where you get your first war steed. Should be well into the legendary item grind. And maybe starting to get your first pieces of essence armor here and there. Who am I looking for? Here he is. Garifin.
I need your help if you are willing to offer it.
You have my help and you are welcome. Let's do some task item turn-ins, boys and girls. So we got here first. Let's check and make sure I didn't finish them last night. I did not. I did do some task item turn-ins. But it must have been before 2 a.m. Central. What else we got here? Pitted swords, shattered hatchets. Damaged furs. Cleavebeard used cast iron for 40 years. He's 350 for an hour. There you go. But I've told the story on stream before. It was the funniest thing. Mrs. Mustafa ordered like some cheap blue vinyl shopping bags that IKEA sells, and she ordered like 7 of them for $12 or something. They must have been like $1.50 a piece. And she didn't get her order, and she didn't get her order, and she didn't get her order, and she was kind of fretting about it. And then one day this huge heavy box shows up from IKEA, and instead of her $12 worth of shopping bags, It was full of high-end cookware, including this really nice brand new cast iron skillet and a whole pot and pan set with lids. I think a couple of other things. And it was a misorder, and she called them up, and they're like, yeah, just go ahead and keep it, and we'll send out your shopping bags. So we got all of this top-end cookware, which is really funny, because Mrs. Mustafa, A, can't cook very well, and B, normally prefers to buy her dishes at the Goodwill for $1 a piece. In fact, she's been cleaning out the kitchen and bagging up and hauling out, I mean, bag after bag after bag after bag of just junk she's accumulating from going to the thrift store and buying stuff we didn't need. And I, for one, am very happy to see a lot of that stuff going back out the door. Although I had to load, 600 pounds of dishes into the trunk of her car yesterday. She started bagging up more stuff today. I'm like, awesome. I don't like having to carry it out, but I like seeing it go. I think it's actually thundering outside. We might be getting some storms tonight. Task limit reached, 10 of 10. And I got a universal optional crafting ingredient. And I cleared some pack space. I've got 3 slots open now instead of 2. Ooh, now I've got 4 instead of 3. Just keeps getting better and better. And if I throw this chunks of high-grade Anorian Skarn away, I'd have more yet. I'll hang on to that, though. I think I can just throw it in the community chest when I get to a Vault Keeper. Okay, where did I want to go next? I need to go to Faramir's Lookout. And, oh, that's what I was going to do. Pay attention, Ed. New travel point. I'm like, I'll just look at my new travel point on my skill bar that I haven't added yet because I blanked out. Let's find the Arnok travel point. Return to Arnok. I feel like those should be swapped. Arnok comes after Helm's Deep, but before Barad Hurin, or Bar Hurin, where I am now. And if I go to Arnok, that should be my closest travel point to Aragorn at Pelargir, and I can clear that quest. Although the funny part is, I think it's meaningless, and oh, it does give me some rep with Pelargir. Okay, let's go knock that out. I just have to ride from Arnok backwards towards Pelargir. Yeah, IKEA will do that. I hate to see you go, but love watching you leave. That's why us Norwegians always say those damn stupid feeds. I gotta clip this for Lariana. Don't torment Lariana by showing him my bag space. It'll only haunt his nightmares. Alright, for tonight's stream, I have a very special snack. If Mrs. Mustafa hears me eating them, she'll probably come over and want some. after she went to the Goodwill to donate a bunch of the stuff that she had already purchased from there, and she basically took back. She may as well just hand them cash. Like, here, just take cash and don't give me anything, because I'll just end up bringing it back later. She picked up nacho flavored corn nuts from the dollar store. These are arguably the loudest snack that any streamer could eat. And they're pretty good. Oh, I was going to check the map. Oh, I'm here, I'm riding there. That looks about right. Okay. When I started walking around the house singing this afternoon, I'm like, sometimes he's nutty, sometimes he's corny, he can be brown or greenish brown. It's like, what are you singing? Look, I'm singing the Mr. Hanky song. I don't know how she didn't know that. Clearly I have not forced that woman to watch enough South Park. Corn nuts are awesome. And crunchy. Chicharrones are probably just as loud on the first bite, but they tend to soften up immediately, although there is a version called cracklins. And if you can find a cracklin version of a chicharrone, they're not as puffy, they tend to be more crunchy and the crunchiness lasts longer. And I passed a full raid. Oh no, it's a small fellowship warband. It might have been worth trying. Pot and Finberry says, I'm not sure I've had corn nuts. They are dried, crunchy kernels of corn that are seasoned, and you can get them in different flavors. Original just has a little bit of saltiness to it. They have ranch. They have, well, I'm eating nacho corn nuts. Barbecued corn nuts are good. Lots of different flavors. And they're probably relatively healthy since it's actually a starchy vegetable. But, you know, they're also loaded with sodium and MSG and all kinds of other good stuff. I don't know about the MSG, I didn't read the ingredients, but it seems like the kind of thing you'd want to put MSG on.
How may I help you, friend?
Pork crackling is a God's gift to humankind, just saying. Exactly. Good and good for you. Aurora was telling me that if you're eating on the keto diet, they use chicharrones. They crush them up and use them as breadcrumbs in recipes. No carbs. That kind of got me excited. I'd love to do a fried fish breaded with chicharrone crumbs. Thank you for that tip, Aurora Ember. Moobot wants to remind us there are benefits to subscribing to LOTRO. Don't be a chisel and deadbeat like Big Ed Mustafa, boys and girls. Make sure you keep your VIP status up to date. It does maximize the quality of your gameplay. You don't have to spend as much time doing character and account maintenance stuff like I do. It unlocks swift travel. You can use mailboxes anywhere. You don't have to just use mailboxes in town. You can mail from in a dungeon. You can mail from out in the middle of a field. You get 500 bonus LOTRO points every month with your VIP subscription. It unlocks tons of contents, tons of account upgrades, and helps support this wonderful game that we all love. If I were capable of feeling shame, I would feel it for not subscribing to LOTRO. Don't be like me. Enjoy your VIP status. Spend the, if you buy an annual subscription, I think it's like $8 a month. I mean, it's really pretty affordable. Okay, where's the entrance here? Here we go. Discovered the camp of the Grey Host. Hi, fellas. Meet Angbor at the eastern gate of Pelargir. Oh, there's a Haradrim rider who followed me in here. I don't think things are going to turn out well for him, actually. Wow. That was the dumbest Haradrim rider in the history of Haradrim riders. Oops. Shit has. I don't think he would be good for me to try to solo. One of the keys to defeating Shataz is to fight him mounted. That is definitely a weak point for my minstrel. For anybody who's watched me on my Saturday night streams with a certain friend of mine, we came out and fought Shataz together a number of times, much to my friend's detriment. And I had a lot of fun making fun of him about it. Why did Cleve get timed out? I didn't know that Cleve got timed out. The last notice I had from him was him saying yes in reference to using chicharrone crumbs as breading on deep fried
Gondor
food.
needs your aid.
That just sounds like a good idea even if you're not on a keto diet. Oh, I don't know. There was a message that got removed. I don't know why. That's okay. Oh, there it is. Oh, I understand now. Thank you for the moderator who removed that comment. I tend to not be as sensitive towards things like that as I probably ought to be when I'm on LOTRO stream. I appreciate you being here to clean up things like that. Although given the context of the comment, I suspect and hope that Cleavebeard will be back with us very shortly. Oh, nacho-flavored corn nut encrusted fish. That would be delicious. I should make that a thing.
There's naught but ill omens these days.
I will decline sparring with Shataz. It was not timed out, it was deleted for reference. Okay. Welcome to message me if he needs clarification as to why. No, when I saw the comment you took out, I understood exactly why. Hopefully, it's not a big deal. But again, thank you for moderating that, Elda. It didn't really cross my mind. Oh, no, I got that. I was away from chat getting pizzas, so it was after the fact when I saw it. Well, that brings up a much more pleasant topic of conversation. What kind of pizza are you having? And welcome, Eldolith. I think the only quest I should have... Oh, there we go. Pizza Hut, mushroom, beef, and black olive. The other part I had earlier was meatball, sausage, and chicken. That sounds pretty solid, both sides of that pizza. So you got to keep going, though. As long as we're talking pizza, I need to know pan style, hand tossed, or stuffed crust. I learned to get the half and half pizza over time. Gives me variety since it's a large. Hubby gets his own large. Ah. Yeah, it usually seems like it's cheaper to order too much pizza than just save some of it for like lunch and snacks later in the week. This seems like if you get a small pizza, you save a couple of bucks and get like half the food. So I kind of rather spent $3 extra. Yeah, it's lunch tomorrow. There you go. Hand tossed for me with garlic butter crust. Hubby goes thin crust. at Harland. Yep, I'm gonna die. I think I just fell off the edge of the world. No, I'm just stuck for now. I know if I go in that river, I'm probably dead. Alright, gives me more time to follow chat and eat corn nuts. Lord Smooches says, I know it's not pizza, but Chipotle just opened in our town and there was over 1 hour and 30-minute wait in line. I was like, no thank you. Neri Rose says, I love pizza, but it don't like me. Alda says, we honestly originally started doing the 2 crusts out of safety for me because of the nitrates. That's why I don't chance getting, you know, pepperoni or ham, etc. on mine that have nitrates. If he wants meat one, he can have it on, so on. Makes sense. 2 pizzas, not crust typos. That's okay. Ponton says, I like pizza generally. Get vegetable ones since I don't eat pork unless it other meat that's good. Yeah, that 6 months I went vegetarian, I would just order mushroom pizza. Or mushroom and onion. Mushroom pizza, ain't nothing wrong with that in the world. That was still quite good and satisfying. I just have to figure out where I am. Oh, back by Arnok. Okay, I need to get to South Athelion. And where's the boat lady? Down here? Yeah. So I actually need to turn around and go straight south from where I am. What was good is lamb pepperoni. They served that at a place in India. Ooh, that sounds good. Pepperoni itself is actually an American invention. It was a sausage created by Italian Americans here in the States first, I believe. Or if that's only partially true, then we have a very Americanized version of whatever the Italian version of pepperoni is. I think pepperoni is just basically an Americanized salami. Or I don't know what I'm talking about, which could also be true. Marksman. And get up on this rock. He is dead. There we go. Well, and one of the original pizza recipes, pizza margherita, which is, oh, I'm getting burned down, holy crap. I didn't realize I was taking so much damage just by being in the water. If that was from swimming or from bleed damage? No, you are correct, Ed. Hard hit confirms it as well. Man, anything lamb, I just love, Ponton. I love Indian food. I I always talk about lamb being the my favorite red meat. There's something about it that, I mean, I love beef. Good quality beef is a joy. But there's something about lamb, especially a good medium rare lamb. You get a nice medium rare chop or rack of lamb. It tickles the lizard part of my brain in a way that nothing else does. It's like when a shark rolls its eyes when it bites into a seal. It's like, oh, I go full Homer Simpson. So just think how funny that is, though, Ponton, how small the world's gotten. You can go to India and get an Indian interpretation of an American version of an Italian salami. I love that. Oh, that's that place where I had to clear out a bunch of the dudes from the port. Okay, I'm missing the boat lady I'm looking for. I must need to go the other way. I used to watch a show called Fact or Fiction. It was about the history of food and where stuff came from. Or does this really work? Ah. That sounds fun. Alright, well, let's see if I can get across the river here without dying. Maybe the swimming wasn't... Maybe I was just bleeding from arrows. If those Haradrim Marchers put that kind of bleed on you, that's pretty scary. There you go, Arkenstone. I knew you could do it. Of course, I could just stop and look at the map and see if I'm headed the right direction or not. Yep, wrong way, Ed. Eastern Gondor. Because, you know, phrases like an apple a day keeps the doctor away is a topic for that. I would say that based on the fact I've heard eating an apple a day is actually better for you than taking statins, that yeah, it's probably true. An apple probably is a good idea once a day. Unless you're talking about an Apple Watch, and then that would just be expensive and kind of dumb. And hard to pass. Yeah, you're not wrong about that hard hit. This is the part of the stream where, thanks to Zinger not being here to lead me around, I am lost in the wilderness. Thought I was going to find the boat crossing. I have not, so... I just need to ride this out. We could pass time at the same time. Okay. I see where I want to go. How do I get there from here is the question. Answer, I do not know. Plus, pizza's just topping on flatbread that's been around for a long time. Yep. The pizza margherita was just bread with basil, mozzarella cheese, and fresh basil baked onto it. Yep, back to Harland again. I might have to get there from the other way. That's funny. Okay, I can do this. There's a boat that takes you. It was hidden in the tall weeds you passed up. I know. I was looking for it and just couldn't spot it, so... Fortunately, I keep my feathers numbered for just such an emergency. I will travel a route that I know very, very well. We will sneak past Harland, on to Pelennor Field, through Osgiliath and up to Faramir's Lookout, where I can continue my quest chain. I just like the fact that everybody in chat was going, "Stop here, Ed, stop here." No, you rode past it. It adds to the excitement of watching me fumble around Middle-earth. There's just something about tomatoes and melted cheese. Really hard to beat that combination in anything. This makes pizza so magical. Come on, Arkenstone, you can do it. Look how beautiful that sunset is over there off to the right. Nope, that's not where I'm going. Birchmooches says, oh yeah, I was deeding for wargs in Moria the other day and found the spot where the Balrog landed. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Get a walk around Durin's Bane and poke it with a stick. Plus, that's a great spot out there. Was it Zurich Ziggle? Almost everything out there is part of a Slayer deed. You've got worms, you've got wargs, you've got dragonettes, you've got all kinds of stuff. I think it's all tactical damage. If you're fighting them on a melee character, they hit pretty hard. I think casters generally stand up to them much better just because of their attribute alignments. Now, I do have to watch out for a roving threat here on the Great Bridge. If there's no roving threat, I should be clear. Although I need to get out the other side. This is interesting. I came in and out of Osgiliath the last time I was here, but I did it all from that direction, which is actually fairly light to travel. The problem is it is not so light to go back out. The side that I'm heading towards, to Faramir's Lookout, is much, much more heavily guarded. But if I'm careful, I should be able to pick my way through this. So there's a lot of foes, but if you take your time, it shouldn't be horrible. I want to pick him out. Yep, aggro two more of them. The stuns are super annoying. There we go. Alright, I think if I continue to hang to the left-hand side here, I might as well fight this guy. So what makes Osgiliath so fun is there's just... You're not going to be bored working your way around in here. Ponton says, okay, I'm off for now. Have fun storming the castle. Ponton, you have a lovely evening. Hopefully I'll get a chat with you more sometime this weekend. Have a great night. Okay, this is problematic. I've got 3 of them on me, including a shield master. Ah, poop. Which might actually be okay. I think this is actually going to put me up by Faramir's camp. Yeah, that actually got me through to the other side where I was trying to go. Not how I wanted to get there, but, you know. It's a silver lining. I will take it. Res Circle travel tips for the win. Yeah, I knew when I had that third one on me that was going to be a problem. I couldn't fear him for risk that he would bring more Haradrim back with him. Yeah, it was just tough sledding. A little bit of bad luck there. Completed Strongholds of Hope. Rangers man the lookout, but Faramir is nowhere in sight.
These are troublesome times indeed.
I don't even care about that. I just want to know who gets these troll teeth. Looks like it's this guy.
A foul wind blows out from the Morgul Vale. We have been fighting for days without rest. A foul wind blows out from the Morgul Vale.
Speak with Gladiator.
A foul wind blows out from the Morgul Vale. Hope is fading.
Investigate the ruins of Rolanthir.
We must protect Gondor at all
Look at
costs.
Osgiliath. Yeah, you just got a good look at Osgiliath, but thanks. You see the rubble and ruins of a once great city now occupied by the Morgul host. Yeah, Osgiliath used to be the capital of Gondor before it became Minas Tirith.
The Rangers will not surrender Osgiliath.
I've looked at the Morgul Vale. I see the glow of Mordor rising over the mountains, casting a dim light.
We have been fighting for days without rest.
Ooh, there's a lot of good stuff coming my way. Not if I don't clear some pack space, though.
I greet you, friend.
I went to Osgiliath and all I got was a butt whooping. Should be a t-shirt. Alright, 5 pack slots. I like my chances.
A foul wind blows out from the Morgul Vale.
Robe of the Moonlands. Oh, just about as good as what I'm already wearing, it looks like. Puppet Box and Hard Hit have finally noticed each other. Ed revealing speedrunning strats for using a tactical death to speed trips to the quest point. As expected from a veteran player, it was all intentional as far as you know. I was just trying to pick my way through town. But I realized once I did get dropped, it didn't have to be a bad thing. So, there you go. It's like when I die, Mrs. Mustafa will say it wasn't a bad thing. She'll have less laundry to do. She'll get to use the TV remote from August to February. My death is advantageous for everybody. Okay, never mind. Viewed legacy replacement scrolls. Those are starting to pile up. Okay, so I need to investigate the ruins. And I have one of the bounties that Singer said we didn't really need to worry about one way or the other. Okay. Got a mailbox handy, that's good. Stable master point, milestone. I believe I am at a good stopping point. We have been live for about just under 3.5 hours. So let's see who else is streaming LOTRO. My sincere thanks go out to Ginger for helping me get through that one enemy camp. That would not have been possible solo. That was ugly. El Galadwin is streaming. She was kind enough to come by and raid me. Must have been Wednesday. So that was the last time I was streaming LOTRO. French Girl Gaming should be coming up later. Val is also streaming. If you want to go raid Val. She kind of likes to speak her mind, so maybe not appropriate language for LOTRO stream, but a great streamer. Both ladies deserve your support. And I have raided Val a lot recently anyway, so we will go say hi to El Galadwin, who is always fun to hang out with and watch as well. So, yeah. That's the thing. Have a good night, everybody. I will be on my personal stream, should be on Saturday and Sunday night. Sunday night will be Apex Legends. Saturday night, I have no idea what I'm playing tomorrow. It'll be something fun, though. So, if you get a chance, come by and say hi to me on my own channel. And let's go say hi to El Galadwin right now. I will catch y'all later. And I should be back, God willing, if Mrs. Mustafa doesn't put an end to me first, next Friday night with more Adventures After Dark. Take care, y'all.
Is that the camper I was before?